Welcome to episode 8, where I'm going to talk to you about how to build your capsule wardrobe. So I have my notes and I will try not to look at them as much. I'm also in a school kind of project that we're doing here for a work away that we'll tell you more about. But we'll stay focused on how to build a capsule wardrobe. And if you hear noise, this is the quietest place I could find. We have over 20 people staying in this house/school. We have lots of Romanians, we have South African people from France, we have Italians, so we run the whole gamut. So I'm really excited. They're wonderful, wonderful people. So let's get started with the video. So I'm going to talk to you about 4 different things, and that is how I fit all of my clothes into a checked-in bag, and that includes my earrings, my shoes, and toiletries. So that's the first thing we'll talk about. And we'll talk about 2 things that hold us back from really simplifying our lives. And they're more emotional things, and you'll notice that they'll come up, so I wanted to address them. The third thing was tips, because this can be a very overwhelming process, and it doesn't need to be. It can actually be a really fun process. And then I'm also going to share with you my system for doing it. So actually, first what I do want to talk to you about is the 2 things that hold people back. And that is when we start to worry about the what ifs. What if I get bored? What if I want that piece of clothing? What if I run out of clothes? What if? And we kind of have this fear-based, what if I don't like it? My invitation to you with that is simply to release the fear. We have enough stuff, and it can all be replaced, and it should be replaced and have that new feel-good energy about it. The second thing that stops people from really having a capsule wardrobe, minimizing their lives, is that they are living in the past or in the future. And so they'll like hold on to an item because it reminds them of the past. Let's talk about a pair of jeans. So this pair of jeans I wore when I, before I was pregnant with my son, and then, they hold on to it, or it's their favorite pair, but it doesn't fit right anymore, and their bodies have changed, or maybe the style has changed, or they put it into the future, like soon I'll be able to fit into these again. Someday I'll be able to do this. And that takes us out of the present, and so we tend to hoard these things that speak of our past or are for future use. So we're going to really try to live in the present here. So those are the 2 things. And so my invitation to you is just to relax and release those 2 things, and just live in the present and enjoy your wardrobe now. Don't enjoy your past wardrobe or your future wardrobe. Enjoy your wardrobe now, and it's going to continually evolve. So the tips before you get overwhelmed, before I teach the system, is that this is an experiment. And so treat it like that. You don't have to go and get rid of everything. We talked about the different types of people where you are. Some people are ready to get rid of everything and just take a handbag and go. Some people are, think that they don't have enough space. It's not a stuff problem, it's a space problem. And then others just kind of want to dip into it. And so that's my invitation there, is just explore the idea of what it might be like to, and we're going to talk in terms of wardrobe here, but at the same time, it's more than that. It's, you can do it with your life, you can do it with your makeup, you can do it with your jewelry, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We also want to make sure that you keep it simple. There's not a ton of rules here. This isn't a makeover. This is digging through the stuff to find out who you are, what your style is, and to always feel good when you're dressed. Also, release the idea of perfection. This is a journey, and we evolve as people, and our tastes evolve, and things change. And so it doesn't need to be something that we are so focused on, and with the perfection, and being flexible with that. So we're just going to kind of learn as we go, and we're going to jump right in. So here's the system. This is the quick system. So what you do is I always grab a friend, or if you can grab a friend. This kind of makes it go quicker and that they understand the process, it can kind of keep you on track. So the first thing you do, we're going to talk about clothes here. You're going to empty everything from your closet. When I say everything, I mean everything. Socks, shoes, belts, underwear, pajamas, shirts, blouses, dresses, everything that you have, and put it on your bed. And then from there, you're going to create 2 main piles. Those 2 main piles are I love it or I hate it. And there's a very, very small pile for a maybe pile. And I'll explain a little bit about the maybe pile. So the first one is self-explanatory. It's I love it. When I wear it, I feel amazing. The colors look good. The style fits. You know, all those things. Like, I love this piece. And so you put it in the absolutely love it pile. Then you look at it, and this isn't, and really it's I love it and I hate it. You don't want to put hardly anything in the maybe pile, because the maybe pile is just for those things that you love, but you're not sure how it fits. So we're going to talk about that later. So right now, 2 piles, love it or hate it. So if you're like, well, I sort of, then hate it. It goes in the hate it pile. So when you hold it up, it's love. The first thing that comes up is I love it. And if that's not what happens, put it in the hate it pile. And we just put that to the side. So we're not committing to anything yet. We're just separating. So then step 2 is looking at your love it pile and things that kind of go through and create a small maybe pile. And this small maybe pile is just like, I love it, but I'm not sure how it goes. It's just a little off. So we're going to put it in the maybe pile, which is just a subsection of the love it pile. And so once you've done that, then you go through your love it. And at this point, I'm trying to get my notes on, I'm very thorough. At this point, you want to grab a pen and paper. And this is where you want your second set of eyes, your friend, your cousin, I don't care who it is, your second set of eyes. And you lay out all your love it pieces. And you start to see what they all have in common. And there may be little different groups, but we're trying to find what is the most common about this. So maybe as you're looking through, you're going to first look at prints. Look at all the prints. Do you have a lot of floral prints? Do you have a lot of animal prints? Do you have big prints? Do you have small prints? Medium prints? Do you have things that are solid? Do you like no prints? And so kind of put on their prints and looking overall, like I like medium prints and I like everything from stripes to flowers. So on my tops, I don't like too many plain things except for a black shirt. So most black or teal. So the rest of mine are going to be colored. They're going to be striped. They're going to be medium. See how this is a more medium print. It's not super fine and it's not blocky and big. So mine's a medium. So then after you look at your clothes at that point, then you shift to the second point. Look at your colors. Are your colors bright? Are they muted? Are they soft? Are they cool? Are they warm? So I like bright colors. So most of mine, I don't necessarily like muted. So I like the starkness against the white. I like reds and I like blues and I like greens and I like oranges and I like colors. But then I also like the tone. So I kind of go for 2 tones, which is the bright, stark, but I also like a lot of earthy tones. So both of those kind of show up in my wardrobe. The next thing I do is I go through and I look at textures. I love rayon-y textures. I would have said before I did this process that I like natural cotton fibers, but my whole love it section didn't consist of any cotton at all. So I like dresses that stretch and they bend and I can do yoga in it and I can also go to church in them. I love material that stretches and breathes and moves with me. And so with the textures, you can like cottons and rayons, and then also I like really thin things, or you can like really thick, cuddly things. So that's something to look for. And then the next one, the number 4, is start to look at the style. When you're looking at them, do they look more vintagey? Do they look modern? Do you have an eclectic, a little bit of everything? Do you like sleek? Do you like kind of granola or gypsy type looks, or bohemian, or is it very elegant and classical? Go ahead and look at the most. So when I did mine, I always thought I don't have a style, because mine, I didn't realize how eclectic my style was. That I have 3, and it's vintage, Euro, so European, granola. So, and they overlap. And so it didn't look like just one. I wasn't, modern. I wasn't sleek. I had a combination of these 3 different ones. So that's one of the things I really look at, is that you'll find that you do have a style, and you might have a style that is a general style that you can put into one of those categories, or you might find that you have a very specific style. And when I found out I had a very specific style, it all made sense. And I felt like I am stylish. I have a style. It's just not the same as everyone else's, or in a group of people, it's my own. And so then the last thing I look for is how it fits. So I have a dear friend who loves flowy, beautiful dresses, which I love. I absolutely love. Every single time I've purchased one that I absolutely think is beautiful, I won't wear it. It doesn't make me feel good. So when I was looking at my love clothes, I like form-fitting clothes. I like shirts that come in and they show my waist, because I have a larger bust and larger hips. So in order to make me feel feminine and pretty, they need to fit my waist. I've had some people who like to, they're a taller and thinner, and they like that long, sleek look. And so look at your clothes and find out how you like the fit. And so as you're writing things down, I put them where I can see them, so on my phone. So when I go shopping, no matter where I am, you can shop at the thrift store, you can shop at Nordstrom's, you can shop online, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't fit your criteria, do not get it, because you'll get it and never wear it, or rarely wear it. And so an example of that is the flowy clothes. I absolutely love those big flowy shirts, and my eyes even drawn to them, and I just don't get them anymore because I just don't wear them. But now I wear everything. So what I've done is you pare down to about 37 pieces. And that's usually for a season. So we're not counting coats here or things like that. So we're not counting swimwear. We're not counting pajamas. So those things are there separate. They're not part of the 37. So then you lay out your clothes and you see, I love dresses. So I like dresses and skirts, but I always wear these silky shorts underneath them. So I can squat, so I can do gardening, I can go on walks, it doesn't limit my activity at all. So I have lots of dresses, but then I have lots of shirts, and you choose a base color, like you like brown or white or black. I chose black. So every single one of my shirts goes with black. So I'm going to kind of show you. So I'm wearing black pants with these today. I wear, have my black jewelry. And so it either goes with black or gray. Gray is another base color. And so my shoes, I used to have all these shoes. I'd have brown shoes, black shoes, red shoes, green shoes, all these different ones. So I have tons of shoes. So what I've done is I've gotten shoes in black that I really love, and then there's a pair that pop. So I have a pair of red high heels that I absolutely love. But the rest are, I have a black pair of flats, a black sandal, and a black, two black high heels. One closed-toed, one open-toed. And then I make sure that all my shirts match my base colors. And then, so everything matches all the time. And so I can fit all 37 of my pieces, plus my underwear, swimsuit, um, jogging wear, all into a suitcase. And I have tons and tons of outfits, and I can mix and match, and it, so I feel upkept. So I'd say every month, you might want to get rid of something and introduce something new. And that helps keep your wardrobe fresh. So you don't have to go out and shop all the time. So when you're first starting, the next thing you want to do is, once you've laid everything out and you see that you have shirts and shorts and pants, what are you missing? So classically, you want a pant, so maybe a slack or a pants or jeans. I don't wear jeans anymore because jeans don't make me feel great. Jeans make me feel, honestly, pretty chunky. So I don't have any jeans anymore, which used to be what I would wear and not feel great all the time. So I have like spandecky pants that I wear. I wear slacks. I wear skirts. So I have a gray skirt and I have a black skirt. And then I have a couple of flowy, really, I wish I got it, but I have a flowy, really pretty gypsy skirt. Let me get it for you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back with my flowy gypsy skirt. And so it's very colorful on both sides. And so I save this for my black shirt, my black shoes, or my white shirt. And I have, there's some teal and green that go with it. So I can wear it to several different outfits like that. Okay, so that's really the process I go through. After the initial part, it's easy. If you stick to your list when you go shopping, you go, okay, I'm looking at this shirt that I love. So you go through and you thumb and you're looking. And you look at it and you go, oh, the print's too small. Put it back. You find the print's good, then you look at the colors. The colors are great. You look at the texture. Yep, I like this texture. And then the style, does it fit you right? And then, you make sure it fits your criteria, and then you buy it. So you don't buy a lot of things every month. You just buy that one thing as you're kind of out and about that really speaks to you. So you can do the same exact thing with jewelry. So I did that with my jewelry too. So when I did my initial, I did all my clothes, but then I did my jewelry. And one thing that I found interesting is that I'm a collector. Now, I worked with somebody to do this, and she's a wardrobe mentor, but she doesn't do it anymore, or I'd give you her information. But it's not about choosing a style, it's about finding your own. So I went through my jewelry, and I found out that I'm a collector. So some people like it. For one of my friends, she likes silver and she likes dangly. So all of her earrings are silver and dangly and just different shapes. So she loves that, feels beautiful in that. For me, I find that each one of my pieces must tell a story. So like this is one piece I got in China. It's black jade. And then this is another piece I got in China for my birthday, and it's a green jade piece. So I remember on my birthday that I was taken to a jade factory, and I got to choose my own medallion for my birthday. And so that has a story to it. In Hawaii, a dear friend of mine made these dangly bracelets, and she stamped in there aloha. And so every time I wear my dangly bracelets, I think of Flo. Another friend of mine in Michigan made me these rocks, and it's a stone bracelet, and so it has all my favorite colors in it. I love bright colors, so she made this for me, and it's beautiful, and it reminds me of Barb. Hi, Barb. And so every time I wear it, I think of Barb. And last year, I went to Rome on a project with a whole bunch of amazing women, and I met this woman from Kenya who has a whole bunch of friends who make jewelry, and she sells it for them and sends the money back to them. So these are these big, beautiful red earrings that I absolutely adore. So every time I wear them, I think of the beautiful women of Kenya and their talent and their gifts. So you may find that your clothes even do that your clothes have a story. And do it with your makeup, what you wear, not what you think you may wear in the future, but what you wear now, what you love now. And what happens here is that you begin to buy valuable things, not stuff, but you buy something very specific and you love it and you wear it and you use it. And you can even do this in your life. Write down all the things that you have to do, all the things that make you feel like you have to be a good mother, a good father, a good worker, and pare it down and get down to the things that make you feel good, things that add to your life, not take away from your life. And suddenly your life becomes very meaningful and full. Your wardrobe becomes meaningful and full, as well as other aspects of your life. So that's why we do this. And so I've talked to you about 4 things, the things that hold us back, the 2 things that hold us back. Then I talked to you about tips for not getting overwhelmed and really enjoying this process and not thinking that you're paring down, but that you're creating something amazing. And also the system. So that's my system, and I love my wardrobe, and I get up in the morning and I'm like, okay, what am I going to wear? And I know that I have something to wear every day. I don't feel like I have nothing to wear. It's almost like, crud, I have so many amazing choices. What do I feel like today? And so anyway, I hope this has helped you. Please subscribe and share and leave any helpful comments or suggestions or questions for future episodes, and we'll see you in episode 9. Bye.